Hey guys, and welcome to Shadow Gaming. 3 long days ago, Massive released a ban hammer of epic proportion, and can now be a first in 2 ban waves possibly to come, and I am one of the ones who was banned. Anyone who is still watching this, take this with a grain of salt, and also, this is a scripted video, which is not something I normally do, so bear with me please. I do apologize in advance if I do go off subject too much, and I'm trying to do this better. And also, please smash that like button and hit the subscribe button. I do not get paid for these YouTube videos. In fact, I need probably another 2,000 public watch hours to get there. And every bit helps, so consider this when you watch my videos. Thank you, and on to the discussion. And also, on a side note, Born to Game has done a few wonderful videos on this discussion, and I think he will better explain the entire situation and why this is just bad for Massive Studios and the players. But I'm going to give this a shot. I have rewritten this 3 times over 3 days, so I hope it will be worth it. To start this discussion off, no, I do not believe this ban is okay in any way possible. Also, always remember, this glitch in many forms is still in the game at the time of this video's recorded date. I will target some key points why I believe that everyone is entitled to their opinions on the ban. And after the state of the game, I am sincerely worried about its future, and how we, the players, are treated. And they are nerfing Fox's Prayer knee pads and the Hollow Mask, but on the other hand, they seem to have stealth buffed the exotic drop rate, so if they have, good for them. That is a good change. They got the ban right, but not the 2 most needed gear items in the game for a DPS build. Come on, Massive. And wow, was the state of the game a shit show. They just kept hammering the nail into their own coffin on the state of the game, and I just didn't understand why. This possible second ban wave will be for the target practice glitch, supposedly, which I have never done, but I assume my YouTube channel or account is now flagged, and I will be permabanned after the second wave if there is one, even though I am innocent of the second glitch. After watching a video from a guy who has basically started all these glitches, but I cannot pronounce his name, so I apologize. The video links will be in the description below. He says TU9 will drop next month, and we will have to pay for DLC for this, and our progress will mean nothing. And I am sure the second ban wave will be almost as, or just as terrible as the first one, if it does come. I am salty, and I am upset about this. A lot of people aren't exactly that upset about a week-long suspension. Neither am I. They are angry and feel fucked by the simple fact that no one was using this glitch around March 17th, which is the beginning of the reset on the 2 weeks Massive is rolling back our account data to. No one that I know, and that is quite a bit of people, and I'm not gloating, I do play this game too much and make friends along the way. And more importantly, even if they were, 2 weeks of progression reset doesn't constitute maybe a few hours or more of farming the revive glitch, which netted you stash box trophy exotics. Maybe 1 or 2 god rolled if you were that lucky. I wasn't. And yes, Widdz did the glitch. All the YouTubers who gained from this used the glitch, just as anyone else would. And yes, they are trolling you. They for sure used it. Any fans of these creators, please understand that as a big online creator and gamer, these gains are nearly impossible to not exploit, and I will leave it at that. I have nothing really against any of them either, and a few are great friends, but they are not the biggest ones that called the shots, so they did not glitch. And I am sure there will be hate for saying this, but it is true. Sorry if you don't know or realize it, but they do it. Why wouldn't they? They are immune to punishment, and they never have to face anything in terms of consequences from this. Well, back to it. Why did I use it? I'm just a shitty small-time wannabe YouTuber, right? Just in case you want to know, I will tell you. I ran with a group that used it, and never did the revive glitch with measured. I did use the damage glitch to test at first, and make several videos of course. 1 for views, and 2nd to help people gain the system because I did not believe in any sense of the word that anyone would get banned from this. And then to do some solo stuff. I noticed no other YouTuber has stated this, but I was excited to make the glitch video, and since the people who are watching this will be so limited, As I am a much smaller YouTuber, even if I can say that with maybe 2,600 subs, I really wanted players of my shadow gaming community to get the loot that they wanted with this and be happy with it. I didn't think that there would be a ban, since there never has been in the history of the Division, except the RPM glitch from Division 1, but I cannot remember if that is true for sure or not, as I didn't use it at the time or remember. So let's talk about the Falcon Lost glitch from the first Division game. Had the most punishing difficulty known to man, and was worse than it was when TU8 dropped, and 1.3. Everyone, including me, glitched the fuck out of that mission to get the 4 main gear sets: Striker, Sentry, Tactician, and the other one, I apologize. No one was banned, and YouTubers cried for it, but Massive wasn't listening to them just yet. That was soon to change, unfortunately. This was a PvE only glitch because you could not take this into the DZ. But still, you could take your fully optimized gear sets into the DZ after this, and man, those sets were powerful when released, especially Sentry, which allowed a massive increase in damage per stacks to headshots. But you could stack those with any weapon, including assault rifles, and the damage was multiplicative. So we were just shredding through the NPCs like toilet paper, not like the way it is now, the other way around. Once again, no one was banned for this. Many glitches followed, but no ban was ever issued. So, what was the revive glitch like? In group, I sat there and watched loot rain from the skies and only took exotics I did not have remaining in my inventory, which I believe maybe have been 6 or so of them, and now 5 of those I legit got will be gone, including a 2-core attribute God-rolled Eagle Bearer, and a few more actually. These exotics were sent directly to my stash as trophies. Nothing new on my build I have been working on for a while now. Everything I actually play with, my M1A, my MG5, and Neg IV, my Coyote mask and contractor's gloves, etc., was all attained legitimately, and much more. I did this to collect all exotics, pure and simple. Wasn't worth it. I play from 4 to 6 hours of Division 2 daily. Check Division Tracker on me. That would be Agent_Shadow99. Weeks and weekends. We are in quarantine, so why wouldn't I? Especially since this is the game I love the most. And even Massive Studios is one of my favorites. Fortunately, I'm having a lot of fun with Destiny 2, and honestly think I may be having more fun than I ever have with the Division 2 right now. D2 feels like an addiction, whereas Destiny 2 feels more like an actual game that is so much fun. I cannot believe I slept on this game. I suggest all banned and even non-banned players to check it out. I will continue to make Division 2 videos until the servers shut down, but I may have a Destiny 2 / Destiny or Division 2 merger and make my channel on both. I don't know yet, and I am early in the game's campaign and around power level 860, but I am absolutely loving it and the people I've been playing with. Mostly a great and new YouTuber, JETT4TH Gaming. Check him out in the description below. Give him a like and a sub. He definitely deserves it. Back to the subject. Even with a second account, I am looking at this game very differently now. It's sad. I have always loved this franchise, and I hope I start seeing it in a better light and soon. And for anyone wondering, I still will be making daily targeted loot videos, weekly vendor resets, Cassie Mendoza resets, and more when the timing is right. I actually just released patch notes, going to be doing the news a lot more, and I'm releasing another build video, but I just released a crowd control build as well, so you guys can go check that out. Put in the link in the description below and probably in the card on the top right. But back into the meat of this, I do not believe anyone should be banned for this DPS glitch. Not even Widdz or whoever else on YouTube gained from this, like his SHD level being higher than someone like me or JETT4TH Gaming, who play this game so much every day, and I was at level 200 or something. The fact Widdz is gloating about it should tell you a lot when a person acts so poorly. He has since made a video addressing this, but I see through it. But maybe in the comments you don't think that, and that's fine. I don't have anything against Widdz as well. There is simply no reason to swing that ban hammer down on anyone, and I will explain why in my own opinion. So anyone in the comments can say what they want, that I'm bitching or crying, and I guess I kind of am. But mostly, I have pretty solid reasons why this was so utterly shocking to me and so many others. Firstly, here is the biggest and most important flaw with the ban wave. Some got an email, but are not banned. Some don't get an email, and are banned. Some didn't glitch, and are banned. Some glitched, and did not get banned. It's all over the place, and likely not going to be fixed. A blanket ban to be exact. When they say they have a process to ban people, and it's less than 50% of the player base, that is pure horseshit. This shows this was a blanket ban. They don't have some amazing system of telemetry to find this. If they do, they didn't use it correctly. Fix that as well, come on. And they won't even lift any bans for the next week, so if you were unfairly banned, you are still fucked. And no formal email or anything was given to us before the ban. This is my second biggest problem, I believe. If they had put out a formal announcement that we for sure would be banned for abusing this, or even possibly banned, this would have weeded out the glitchers who just don't give a fuck if they can possibly be banned. I never would have done a video or been in a group that had done it if I knew this was possible. But I actually didn't. I 100% did not think anyone would face repercussions for doing a bug in their own game. Always has been silly to me. And this is something they tried fixing at least 3 times, yet they never fixed it. They are to blame for this, but they banned the players instead. Wrong move. And how much are they going to just take out of our accounts? Who knows? Massive does such a terrible job with so much of this game. Why assume our accounts are safe in their hands, especially when they're rolling it back for the next 3 weeks? That is so much progression lost. But on the upside, guys, as far as Gamey Daddy told me, there's some sort of double XP thing going on now or pretty soon. So hopefully that will help regrind if you guys are coming back. I am coming back. Anyway, back to the video. Fix this situation right now and give back the accounts to the people who deserve it immediately. This is so fucked up. Why swing the ban hammer if you swing it like a child? This was so poorly implemented, and I disagree with this part the most. Get your shit together, Massive. I wrote this before the state of the game at first and had to update it, but the state of the game was just so horrible. They didn't come out with anything that would keep players playing or be trusted at all with any of this. In fact, it seemed to be the opposite, and the dislike ratio on that video was out of control. It's good, it's sending a message, but unfortunately, as Massive Studios is growing larger, and I believe larger in terms of corporation larger, and stop being kind of a people's studio, things can get colossally worse from now. Get it right or don't get it at all. This is just so grossly misdone, and no warning ahead of time to stop the glitchers with a formal warning either. I'm just so dumbstruck by all this piss poor banhammer bullshit. If you want a person to really be angry at, go ahead and look at the people who gained from this ban and proceed from there. Next up, the revive glitch was like an RNG drop test, and it was a piss poor test indeed. Like I stated previously, I didn't get anything I actually needed, just trophies for the stash box, and deconstructed so much. This is part of a larger, more colossal problem with the Division 2 right now. The loot system and the lack of build diversity because of the NPC's difficulty scaling. Yes, I can do solo challenging and sometimes heroic, but most people don't play 6 hours a day. That is over 40 hours a week. Expect most players to have much less. The loot system is so bad right now. Since writing this the first time 3 days ago, seems like they have possibly increased the exotic drop rate, like I was saying before. And good for them for doing so if they really did, but why? Why do we still have this problem? Well, because it seems gated off on purpose to keep this addiction stable or growing. And growing. With a hunger for exotics and god rolls that will take thousands of hours on their servers to get, possibly. All the while you are buying these battle passes and expansion possibly for TU9 soon to come, And hey, maybe a few cosmetics while you're in there. Who knows? You're bound to buy something in the store when you're logging in every day, right? I have. Twice. I spent 20 bucks I can wish I can get back. Fix the loot system already. The loot system being so utterly unreliable and just poor with giving you trash nonstop, even with loot raining from the skies glitching, it was 99% trash. And much more people wouldn't really have gave a shit to actually use the glitch in the first place if this loot system was somewhere near decent and you truly felt like you progressed. Defeating these Terminators was actually worthwhile after countless hours played for who knows how long. Remember when they said they wanted the loot that drops to be more meaningful? I do. That didn't really happen. And yes, it's a looter game. You are supposed to grind. But you know the system is broken and needs to be balanced more on the drops, drop rates, exotics, and talents. Just about everything needs a rework or tweak at this moment. Since Warlords of New York released without their own customers doing a PTS on it, it was a fucking hot mess when it was released, and still is. And lastly, but probably missed some stuff, if the content of the game was balanced and not on the edge of being a complete punishment to play on heroic and legendary, with NPCs doing some extremely strange and erratic, unusual things, bullet sponges on higher difficulties, being one-shotted by SMGs from so far away, fire shredding you like toilet paper, revive hive still not fixed, and the NPCs did not have such cheap tactics to use against us, then Massive might take until the end of the game's life cycle to finally balance it out, or until it becomes profitable. I mean, what, Division 3 was announced back in February 11th? Ultimately, this ban has divided the community more than ever at this point, at least from what I've seen. I believe more so than the NPC difficulty of TU8, and this is terrible. As a community of gamers, and like Gamey Daddy says, adult gamers in this Division 2 community, we need to unite and stand up against the bullshit. If you truly care and want to do something, it is simple. Don't write Reddit posts or complain on Ubisoft support or forums, or don't make dumb videos like I am now. Simply just do not log in. For a week. Try Destiny 2. It's free to play and I have a Discord channel dedicated for it. Looking for group for all platforms? Or try any other game you have put off because you were spending that last 200 hours grinding for that Eagle Bear or Bullet King. This would send a massive, pun intended, message to Massive Studios. And I believe that when Title Update 9 comes out, it will eradicate our gear and we will need to grind all over again. Now this is speculation and could just be a battle pass or nothing, so don't take this as a fact. And I wouldn't be shocked if there was a second ban wave coming. They seem to want to kick off the players for the trinity of YouTubers that bitched and cried to Massive to ban players so their precious leaderboards wouldn't get fucked with. And this entire situation makes me feel dirty and gross. That in full pretty much sums up my thoughts and feelings on this ban or suspension wave. And I will most likely not make another video on it. It will fade away from the 24/7 news cycle and we will march on. The rollbacks will take everything from the people ban, which includes me, and this highly has me rethinking the game. If you made it to the end of this video, you are a fucking champion. A true Division Rogue agent. And I applaud you. Thanks for watching, agents, and please remember to smash that like and subscribe button and comment below on your thoughts on the ban, the 3 top YouTubers, and any feedback is appreciated. Thanks, agents. Shadow Gaming out.